We're here with PDQ, who is the proud representative of what we, I guess, have to say is our hometown boat manufacturer, Low Boats.
Yeah, Low Boats, manufactured right down the street from Lake Ozark down in Lebanon, Missouri. Been there for almost 50 years. I think they're either in their 47th or 48th year.
Well, it's nice to see their boats at the boat show through PDQ. It's nice to see them out on the water, knowing that they're our hometown manufacturer. We talk a lot about the advances in technology with the tunes, and the evolution of the tri-tune changed a whole lot of things, didn't it?
Without a doubt. When they decided to put that third pontoon under it, the handling characteristics, the stability of the boat, everything as far as safety, the ride characteristic, what you can do as far as how much horsepower you want to do, the way you can make it turn. You've basically turned a normal pontoon into an everyday runabout ski boat combination. And in some cases, in some of the extreme cases that you see at the shootout or in any kind of race, they're racing them now. It's not just the little fishing thing that you went to an old school cottage for. This is a full-size lake boat now.
And you know a lot about pushing the limits with the tri-tune because you race yourself.
I did race myself, and I wish I had a little bit better showing. I did kind of dent my bottom a little bit, and it hurt me in the long run, but I did finish the race. Lowe is a manufacturer. They saw what I was doing. They saw what happened in the race, and the president of Lowe went over to the warranty department, and when I dropped the boat off, the warranty department said, "Nope, you can't get that warranted. You raced it." The president looked him straight in the eye and said, "You give them a new boat." He goes, "I saw what happened. I saw the water conditions. That should never have happened. They get a free one." Wow. So they really stood up to the plate, and they were backing their product 100%.
So you got to experience that firsthand.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was an absolute blast doing the race. I'm hoping to do it again, and hopefully Lowe's going to back me this year. Last year was completely on our own, and kind of surprised them when we were out there.
Well, I would love to see you race. I didn't get to see you race. And, of course, we're talking about the lake race, which is different than the shootout because the shootout is more of a drag race. But the lake race, you're running a course. And you and I were talking about the maneuverability of the tunes with the tri-tune innovations. It's amazing. They're actually beautiful to watch the way they can maneuver these courses.
I was really surprised the very first time that I got into one of the new lows with the tri-tune configuration. They've lowered the center pontoon, so when you do go into a corner, it handles like a regular boat. My original experience is with pontoons, from way back when, and I was always very uncomfortable turning the wheel because you always roll out. The first time I got into one of these and the boat rolled into the corner, I was like, wow, this is like my offshore. And then I got comfortable with it, and before I knew it, I'm running 55, 60 miles an hour and just turning the wheel and not even caring because the boat is handling it and you do not feel uncomfortable or unsafe with it.
There's a part of you that watches it for a while and you're like, that can't be right. But they truly have overcome that challenge.
Yeah, and the technology keeps improving. Lowe has asked us what with my experience now with racing it and trying to, get the top-notch performance, what my recommendations would be for some of the improvements in the hull design. I do have, a fairly decent background with offshore racing a little bit, and a lot of poker runs under my belt, and I kind of know a little bit of the tricks to get a little bit more speed out of everything. And now they're kind of asking me, what can I do to build the structure a little better to help me out so I don't break another one, so to say.
Stop breaking our boats. Well, as we said, with the innovations of the tri-tune, it really has left the opportunity wide open, and they've been getting more and more elegant here for a few seasons, but now you also see them getting sportier too. And for instance, this model has a wake bar on it.
Yeah,
or wake tower.
a wake tower, wakeboard tower, whatever you want to call it. A flight bar is in some of the old school terminologies. This being a 25-footer, it can handle up to the 300 horse. With the flight tower, it kind of gives it a unique look, but it also gives it that versatility we were talking about before. Now all of a sudden, it's not just a pontoon; it's a tow vehicle. It maneuvers very, very well. When you drop somebody or somebody comes off their wakeboard and you got to turn around to get them. You crank the wheel real hard and you make a hairpin turn, you go back and get them. You don't have to make this big aircraft carrier turn, and then 5 minutes later you're finally getting back there because you can't maneuver. It doesn't happen that way anymore.
It's really it's bringing a lot more fun into the Tri-Tune line, and I know that people can also see you in St. Charles and the In Water Boat Show this year in April. They want to come see those though in person. They can come by PDQ anytime. How can they find you?
We're actually now in 2 locations. We do have a brand new sales lot. It's on Old Business Highway 54, and right across the street from Bentley's in Port Arrowhead, next to the little mini golf course. Otherwise, you can come to our normal service center at within Yacht Haven Marina at the 1 mile marker right off the strip.
And you guys have a website?
Yeah, it's pdqmarine.com. Or if you wanted to email us to get some specific information, it's pdqmarineservice@hotmail.com.
Well, we would look forward to seeing you back at the Springwater Boat Show at the lake, but also maybe we'll see you in the lake race again this year.
I'm kind of hoping to be there, and I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve that Lowe says that they're going to try and incorporate to consider it still a production boat, which is one of the big rules we got to follow. The boat that I raced, I actually demoed the day after I ran it in the shootout. And it sold about a week after that.
I bet
Yep.
it did. That's a convincer right there, isn't it?
The guy who has it right now is really happy the fact that he has got the one and only boat that was in the lake race and in the shootout. And we did land up winning our class in the shootout at 62 miles an hour.
Well, it's great talking to you. We look forward to seeing you throughout the season.
Thank you very much.